This video is for those who want to achieve something what matters to you in 2024. Have you already thought about the goal that you want to achieve in 2024? In the beginning of the year, a lot of people started thinking about what kind of goal, what kind of a resolution you want to have this year. But the truth is, most of the people who have set the goal for 2024 for a new year are going to forget about the goal in the end of the year. There is actually a result of research. Less than 10% of people actually remember what the goal is in 2024 this year. If that's the only number who actually remember, how many people actually realize the situation they wanted to achieve this year? It should be very low, I guess. So in this video, I'll be talking about how you're going to set a meaningful goal in the first place and then remember the goal and how to actually realize the situation you want to achieve this year. Let me talk about this guy that I know. This guy actually had the goal. The goal was to be able to work in a global environment using English. This guy wanted to master English language and then want to work in a global environment in a very big corporation. And this guy actually passed CPA exam and then was doing accounting consulting work. This guy actually remembered this goal and actually achieved it. So he was exactly doing what he wanted to do. But in the bottom of his heart, he was thinking like, is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? So this guy decided to get out from the situation and find what he really wants to do in his life. He actually left the corporation. Now he's working as a life coach and English coach, helping Japanese people and people from all over the world to find what they really want to do and improve their language skills. That's what he's doing now. Of course, he's always going to be in journey until the last moment of his life, but he's actually realizing what he wants to do. A lot of people around him actually kind of worried about his financial situation and kind of stuff. But after 2 months and 3 months after he quit his corporation, he's actually earning twice as much as how much he used to earn in the corporation. This is actually a story of mine. I was literally stuck with my life a year ago. I was really feeling miserable with everything that what I was doing, even though other people look at me as like a bright person or whatsoever, because I was working in this very huge corporation. Before actually getting to the corporation, I was like, very happy with that because I was realizing what I truly wanted to do for life. But reality was different, After realizing that reality was quite far from where he wanted to be, I decided to break away from the path and I'm helping people who I truly want to help and then doing what I love to do, utilizing the natural talent that I have. At least I'm confident that I can say something to myself a year ago. If you are in a kind of situation like me a year ago, please listen to what I'm going to say in this video. And I'll be talking about how to find a goal that is meaningful to you and how to actually realize it in 2024. In this channel, I talk about life and career with a twist about Japanese wisdom and philosophy. If you want to be happy, if you want to be more satisfied, if you want to make your life a lot better than what it is right now, I think it's worthwhile subscribing to this channel. So let's dive in. There are two sections I'm going to be diving in this video. One is how to set a meaningful goal of yours. Second is how to actually realize and achieve the meaningful goal of yours. If you have already set your goal for 2024, if you think the goal is really aligned with your value, really aligned with what you truly want to do with your life, I don't think you have to watch the first section. But you're struggling with how to actually realize the situation, you don't know how to actually achieve it, you can skip first section and start watching from a second section. If you haven't decided what kind of goal you want to achieve, if you haven't thought about what kind of a life you want to have, or if you have a doubts about the goal they have already set for 2024, I think you can get something out of from a first section. I'm confident that you can get something out of from a first section as well, even have you already set the goal. So if you're interested about it, please begin watching from a first section. Alright, so let's dive into the first section first. Before talking about how to set a meaningful goal of yours, let's talk about what is the definition of a meaningful goal of yours. What is the definition? What matters to you? What is it like? According to Japanese books that I have been reading and also my personal experience, there are two categories in a goal. First is the goal which is set from our external source. Second is a goal which is set from an internal source. So what's the difference? External source is like the expectation from your family, expectation from your friends. In another word, what society wants from you, what society needs from you. This is the external source. And second is internal source, right? Internal source is like your original interest, your original talent, your personality, your values, your philosophy, something like this. This is internal source, which is coming from yourself, from your body, from your mind, from your soul, right? So this is the difference between two. And what I mean by saying meaningful goal of yours is a lot of wine. I want you to imagine this champagne tower. Top of the glasses for wine is you. This is you, yourself. This is oneself. And the others, the second layer of this glasses of wine are like family or close friends of yours. Third layers of the glasses wines are like your teacher, some friends of yours. The top of the glasses wine represents you, and other glasses represent society. And when you set the goal, which is based upon external source, you are not pouring the wine to the top of the glass. You're not pouring the wine to yourself. So you're pouring this wine from a second layer, from your family. And if you're pouring this glass wine from yourself, you are pouring this wine first top of these glasses. So what is the difference between these two scenarios? The difference is in the first scenario, this top of glass wine is empty, even though other glasses are full. In the second one, this top of a champagne tower is full with wine, a little wine, 100%. And other glasses are also full with wine. So only difference is this glass of wine, champagne tower, is full or empty. And this example explains the difference between setting the goal from an internal source and setting the goal from an external source. If you always set a goal based upon external source, even if you achieve the goal, you'll always be empty. But if you set a goal from an internal source, you will be full with wine, and eventually, the other glasses are going to be also full as well. Other people also going to be also happy around you. So this is the example that I wanted to share with you guys. In this video, I'm going to be talking about this second one, right? This is a meaningful goal of yours. This is a goal which is coming from this internal source of yours, okay? Not an external expectation from society. So now you might be wondering how to set a meaningful goal of yours, how to find what you truly want to do with your life, how to find what matters to you. There are three elements when it comes to finding what you truly want to do. This is based upon Japanese philosophy, wisdom. I have been reading this Japanese book for a long time. The first element is saino. The second element is kyomi. And third element is kachikan. In English, if I translate from Japanese to English, saino is your talent, saino is what you do naturally without thinking about it. Saino is what you do unconsciously, without realizing it. This is what you can call your saino. Kyomi is your interest. What you are interested in originally, what you are drawn to naturally, what kind of stuff makes you feel why and how. This is a definition of your interest. And your kajikan, your values, what you value in your life, what kind of things you value in your life. And if you can describe these three elements about your life, you'll be able to find what you truly want to do with your life. After finding what you truly want to do with your life, you're going to set a specific goal of yours that is aligned with what you truly want to do with your life. So let me give you an example. In my case, what I truly want to do right now is to help others finding what they truly want to do with their life and then realizing the situation, to do what they truly want to do with their life. That's the thing that I truly want to do. I also want to help people open up their possibilities through the acquisition of the languages, English and Japanese. And I actually set how many people I want to help personally around me. This is how I set this goal for a year, for a month. This is what related to your career, your job, your work, but you can also think about your relationship, your life in general. These are the 5 questions for each 3 categories. So if you want to find these 3 elements, you can try with these 15 questions first. And if you're interested in more details about how to find what you truly want to do with your life, how to find these 3 elements in Japanese concept, this video is going to be the best for you. So please check that out if you're interested. After finding what you truly want to do with your life from this internal source of yours, what you're going to be doing is setting this specific goal of yours. When it comes to setting the goals, there are 6 elements that I want you to think about. First 5 elements is SMART. Have you ever heard of this concept about SMART? If you are interested in setting a goal, I think you already know about this, but this 5 alphabet stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. These are the 5 elements. That goal has to include these 5 elements. Goals is set based on action. So you want to think about what kind of actions you have to take, and the actions has to be controllable. For example, in my case, I'm running this YouTube channel. When it comes to setting the goal, I don't want to set I'm going to reach out to 100,000 subscribers within 1 year. If that happens, that would be great. But this is not something that I can control, right? I cannot control people to subscribe to my channel. This is totally up to them. Only thing that I can control is to publish at least 2 videos a week. The only thing that I can control is to create a better content every time. These are the only thing that I can control. So you want to think about, goal with action base. And then you want to think about controllable actions. This is what is going to be very important when it comes to setting the goal, which is aligned with your value, your talent, and your interest. So let me move on to actually achieving the goal. The second section. Do you remember what I said in the beginning of this video? What I said is only less than 10% of people remember what they wanted to achieve within a year at the end of the year. The first thing that we really have to do is to keep remembering this goal every day. This is huge because you'll be able to be less than 10% of people who actually remember the goal. And if you remember the goal, that goal is going to be ingrained in your brain, in your body, in your soul, and you think it's going to be natural for you to actually move on to the direction where you're going to be achieving this goal. First of all, what you want to do is to prioritize, remember this goal of yours. In order to remember the goal, there are 3 things you can do. First is journaling. On a monthly basis, you want to set this a SMART goal, controllable goal, and you're going to set this a weekly and daily goal of yours. And you keep remembering what kind of goal you want to achieve every day, based upon this biggest goal of yours within this 2024, this year. When it comes to journaling, you want to write down this goal with a pencil. You want to use this big paper or something. In order to keep remembering this goal, what you gotta do is to put this paper on the wall or somewhere where you can see all the time. The second one is you're going to make a vision board. You're going to use a vision board as your background screen of your iPhone, your phone, your digital devices. I'm actually putting this vision board into this background screen of my MacBook, and I'm also using this vision board to this iPhone as well. And there is a Canva template that you can use. You can make this vision board very easily if you use this template. So if you want to make your vision board, go check this link out and you can make it. This is for free, by the way. By using this visualizing power, by using these letters that you write actually on your paper, you are going to keep remembering this goal, right? You're not gonna forget about it. So this is the first priority, and you'll be able to, less than 10% if you actually remember the goal at the end of the 2024. And only by remembering this goal, you'll be able to take actions based on this goal, right? So the possibility of you achieving this goal is gonna be a lot higher than the scenario that you don't write letters, that you don't make a vision board, and then you forget about it. For those who are doubting if you can actually achieve it just by remembering it, let me give you some extra tips. Extra tips are also pretty important, but what you can do is to surround yourself with people who are actually experiencing or actually achieving the goal that you want to achieve within this year. So in my case, when I was studying English, I wanted to be able to speak English fluently. In 2020, in 2021, my goal is to be fluent in English. And what I decided to do is to be friends with people who have already achieved this goal, or who is experiencing this goal. I'm talking about people who actually mastered it from the beginning as a second language or third language. So I decided to, make friends with those people, or I decided to, take this online course who is teaching English to me. So this has really helped me a lot. So you want to surround yourself with people who are experiencing the goal that you want to achieve. Last but not least, there is a very important tip that I wanted to share with you about how to increase the probability of you achieving the goal that you set for 2024, which is enjoy the process. We gotta enjoy the process. You gotta feel good always when it comes to doing the actual process in order to achieve it. So you want to think about how to make it enjoyable, how to make it fun, how to make feels good. This is the biggest thing that I can recommend you doing. When it comes to English study, when it comes to business that I'm doing right now, what I do is to think about how I can make it fun, before thinking about how to make it successful. I'm not prioritizing this success when it comes to actually doing it. I'm prioritizing how to make it fun, how to make it feels good. If you feel like you're stuck with a goal, that's not how you want to live your life, right? You want to enjoy the process as well, because that's the life we're actually living every day. So you want to think about how to make it fun. So this is where first step comes into. You have already analyzed what you are interested in, what you are talented at, what you value in your life. If you have already done it, you'll be able to know what makes you excited, what makes you feel good about whatever you do, what you do naturally, what without thinking about it, what you do without other people forcing you to do it. If you have already these ideas in your mind, what you gotta do is to actually apply that into your actions on a daily basis. If you're interested in more details about how to find what to do, you can check this out. If you don't feel fulfillment, happiness in your life at the moment right now, you can also check this video out. I'm also talking about the details, the story behind, decision that I made to break away from the path that I was used to be in. So if you're interested in the kind of story, you can check this video out. And if you're feeling stuck with your life, but if you want to make this 2024, this year, best year in your life ever, I'm willing to help you out. If you're interested in talking with me, please book a call with me from this link. After registering your information, you're going to schedule a book with me, and let's find a way to make your life a lot better than what it is right now. Please remember, you are the reason why I can make YouTube content. Thank you so much for watching this video until then. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.